Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestling Debate and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. Smackdown kind of feels secondary this Friday, obviously with everything going on AEW Rampage, but at the end of the day, it's still one of the biggest Smackdowns of the year, you could say. The Smackdown Go Home show, lots happening, let's get straight into it. Edge kicked off the show before Summerslam and sat down in the ring before saying he had heard everything Seth Rollins said last week. He said that Seth was threatening him in the same way he did in 2014, that Rollins could end his career at SummerSlam. Edge added that Seth took him to the dark place and at SummerSlam he would break Rollins and hammer him, rephrasing, burn it down. Edge's intense promos, they're just so good, and this was no exception. Great start to SmackDown. Before we got Jey Uso versus Rey Mysterio. Mysterio controlled the match early with a Hurricane Rana and took Jey into the corner for some big strikes. Jey hit an uppercut and took Rey down before Mysterio climbed on top and Uso tossed him out of the ring. Back after a break, Rey got a kick in before taking a Samoan drop. Jey had Rey on the ropes, but Mysterio came back with a Hurricane Rana. Rey hit a DDT off a counter, but Uso thwarted the 619 attempt. Dom tried to get Rey the pin. Rey was mad at his son when the referee was spotting. Dominic was ejected, and off the distraction, Jey managed to pick up the win. Planting the seeds for that turn at SummerSlam is my guess. It's certainly intriguing to see where it goes. 6 out of 10 though, just for a nice little building blocks. Baron Corbin was out next with Money in the Bank, and after the match started, Owens unloaded on him in the corner and hit a senton. Corbin got a big right hook in before Owens sent Baron and hit him with a senton on the apron when the match continued. Baron tried to run away from the match but Big E took him down when he came out and walked away with the briefcase before Corbin attacked him and ran off with it. Mixed feelings about this. Obviously pleased that this Corbin angle continues, but I kind of wanted Big E to hold the belt going to SummerSlam just to make it more interesting. But anyway, Bianca Belair was backstage on SmackDown and said that she would beat both Zelina Vega and Carmella tonight to send the matches to Sasha. Before we got Shotzi and Nox versus Natalya and Tamina. Natalya was back in action after injury. Tamina overpowered Shotzi early on before tagging in Natalya, who hit her with a basement dropkick. Natalya had control of the match before she hit a big suplex. Shotzi came back in and hit a neck breaker. Nox then hit a crossbody on Tamina after the apron on SmackDown and took her out before Shotzi countered the sharpshooter in the ring and rolled Natalya up for the big win. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. It just kind of feel like the whole thing was put together, like the commentator saying it's a prize victory. It's happened 3 times in a row. Tag Team Championship week, just meh. Before Seth Rollins was out next on SmackDown, he's quite cheerful considering Edge threatened to end him an hour ago. Rollins mocked Edge and said that he had too many weaknesses and was no longer the rated R superstar. Before the ring suddenly turned dark, I genuinely thought it was the theme for a second and heard the Brood's entrance music. Edge appeared on the Titantron and said something cryptic before Rollins got a Brood bath in the ring while wearing his white suit. This was really good, really funny, adding a bit of an edge to Edge's serious side. Really enjoyed it. Before we got Montez Ford versus Otis. Ford dodged the first shot, but it was taken down soon after by an elbow from Otis. Ford reversed the suplex and got a kick before Gable went after Dawkins and tried to interfere. Ford dodged any interference, however Otis was in the ring and took Ford down with a Vader bomb for a quick victory. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with Otis at the moment. Poor Ford though, kind of do feel sorry for Tez, but 6 out of 10. But anyway, next up, Rick Boogs was in action for the first time on the main roster with Shinsuke against Apollo and Commander Aziz. Boogs and Apollo kicked off the match and Cruz was taken down before Rick played the air guitar. Nakamura got a big kick on Aziz before and a knee on the ropes. Boogs was tagged in as well before Nakamura kicked Aziz on the apron. Rick Boogs planted Cruz on the mat to get the win. I think it was 6 out of 10. I was surprised how easy it was for Boogs, but he's really over. I like him. But anyway, Bianca Belair versus Zelina Vega was up next. Vega and Carmella argued about who should face the champ first, and it's turned out to be Vega. Belair unloaded on Vega, but had a distraction from Carmella. Vega nearly rolled Belair up for the 3 count, but Belair quickly got the KOD in to get the win, and then Carmella attacked Belair straight after the match with a super kick. Carmella hit knees in the corner for a near fall before locking in the headlock, but the champ broke the hold and turned it into a vertical suplex. Belair was caught in the apron, and Carmella got some kicks in before taking a spine buster ring. Belair hit the KOD one more for the time for the second win of the night. 6 out of 10. Did its job, putting over Belair. and Carmelo and Zelina Vega. Does anyone really care about them anymore? But anyway, we were headed to the final segment of the night. John Cena and Roman Reigns face to face. Roman Reigns was out. John Cena joined him in the ring with the crowd going nuts. And Roman got on the mic and said Cena said a lot of dumb stuff. Reigns added that he would not let Cena misinform the fans, saying he could best Reigns, and Roman was about to set us straight. He made Heyman remind us of his win record before Cena said that he plans to take the title back. Cena reminded them for 20 years he has said only one thing, never give up, and he would win the Universal title. Reigns threatened to hurt Cena more and said he could do more movies if he wanted to. Reigns raised the stake by saying he would leave WWE if he lost. Reigns tried to get a Samoan drop in, but Cena reversed it and did a roll up 1, 2, 3 to get in Roman's head as Smackdown went off the air. Yeah, basically all you wanted from a final segment before your main event of the pay-per-view. Did the job, made you anticipate the match even more, especially with that added stipulation. Overall this week, Smackdown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, it was quite an enjoyable show. Did everything it needed to on a go-home show, in my opinion. There was lots of good little bits on it. Obviously, nothing too major. But yeah, that's kind of what you expect from a go-home show, really. Nothing too big normally happens. But on the whole, it's enjoyable. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to follow the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.